Just about set. TABtouch WA Pacing Cup. And they're racing now. My Field Marshal restrained at the start. Max Affair headed by Rocknroll Lincoln, who's going to storm to the front. So Rocknroll Lincoln, Gary Hall Jr. exactly where he wanted to be. Max Affair's on its back. My Field Marshal for the moment is holding the breeze, but going forward is Galactic Star, and he'll get cover as well because Vampiro Brown is on the move. So Galactic Star will end up one out and one back, beautifully positioned, and My Field Marshal will be right on his back. He's one out and two back. Then El Jacko, who's on the inside. Saying Grace is in the moving line, just a little worse than midfield. Run, Jimmy Dunn. Then the heavily back Volton Tin. He's back fourth last at the moment for the man with the pink cart, Christopher Voke. Down on the inside is Shannon Savalco with I'm Full of Excuses. Back second last is our Max Factor. And old Jimmy Johnson, he's at the back of the field. He'd be about 35 metres off the leader. Down the back, and it's easy work at the moment for Rocknroll Lincoln. He leads ahead. On the outside, running second is Vampiro and the old master Colin Brown. Max Affair and Cub Reed behind the leader. Galactic Star, he could not have had a better run here for Ryan Warwick. And then My Field Marshal right on his back. Over on the inside is El Jacko, three back. Then Saying Grace, who's on the outside, one out and three back at the moment. Down on the inside is Run, Jimmy Dunn. And then Volton Tin, maybe the pace not quite quick enough for him at the moment. He's fourth last. He's over on the outside of I'm Full of Excuses. Back second last is our Max Factor, and our Jimmy Johnson is at the back of the field. They don't look to be going hard. The lead time goes through in 1:37.9, and Rocknroll Lincoln in the Prentice colours. He leads ahead. On the outside is Vampiro. Max Affairs running third. In fourth place is Galactic Star, still 1-1. My Field Marshal following his every move. He's 1-2. Down on the inside is El Jacko, three back on the pegs, and then came Run, Jimmy Dunn, covered by Saying Grace, Volton Tin and Voke. Fourth last on the outside. Back third last is I'm Full of Excuses. Our Max Factor and our Jimmy Johnson. So they work past the stadium. They go in between the two turns. First quarter in 29.4. And the leader is Rocknroll Lincoln. Leads by a nose. Vampiro's on the outside. Max Affair behind the leader. Galactic Star, he's 1-1. My Field Marshal right on his back, 1-2. He has to go with Volton Tin. They were going too slowly, and he's about to peel out with My Field Marshal now. But Galactic Star goes first. Field Marshal gets his back. Filling the vacated spot is Saying Grace, drives right up into the 1-1. Max Affairs down on the inside as they leave the straight. Second quarter, 29.4. Rocknroll Lincoln goes for a sprint. Hall, he's about to go for home. Vampiro's under pressure. On the inside is Max Affair. Letting go now Galactic Star. My Field Marshal, he's about to pull four wide, but the leader's going strongly. Saying Grace is diving up in the middle, and then El Jacko coming off the back. Can Hall Jr. do it again? Rocknroll Lincoln's got the lead by 2.5 metres to Vampiro. Max Affair. My Field Marshal, he's winding up now. Galactic Star couldn't go on. Saying Grace trying to find some room in the straight though. Rocknroll Lincoln, he is clear. He's out 6 metres. I think he's home. Max Affair. Here's My Field Marshal. El Jacko. Rocknroll Lincoln. He's stopping. El Jacko flies, but in front, Rocknroll Lincoln. He has won the Pacing Cup. Rocknroll Lincoln and Gary Hall Jr. and Justin Prentice. El Jacko second. Max Affair third. My Field Marshal ran fourth, and they were followed by Run, Jimmy Dunn, Jimmy Johnson, and then came Vampiro, who ran a cheeky race. Further back is Saying Grace, and they were followed on the outside by I'm Full of Excuses. Volton Tin was a long way back. Galactic Star struggled from the home turn with our Max Factor, and Rocknroll Lincoln has won the Pacing Cup here for Gary Hall Jr. and Justin Prentice.